Is Captain Gill, and we are in the Reentry application, new space simulator. This one is, if you haven't seen it before, it is a very interesting application and has very realistic features to it. So, in this video, I'm going to do one of the campaign missions and let's try to see if I can't get through it. I've done this particular one about, I think this will be about my seventh attempt, and I get a little further each time, it seems. Last time uh, I thought I had finished it. Uh, one of the uh, one of the operations is to dock with a NASA device called Gina, and I was able to do that, but then I had some unexpected trouble come up at that point, and I just had no idea at all what to do. I've got a little better idea of it now, and hopefully I'll be able to go through it. So let's see how far we can get with Let's Dock today. Should come up in just a moment. Just preparing the cockpit. There we go. We're in the cockpit. We have 9 minutes until launch. Gemini has reached its circular orbit of about 160 nautical miles altitude at an inclination 28.91. And Aaron says, that's my co-pilot, preparing cockpit for launch, complete the pre-flight checklist and align the platform for 28.91 degrees. You know, I know how to do the pre-flight. I don't know how to do the align business. That is something that happened automatically, and there's nothing for me to do. But if I really had to do something, I don't think I would know how to do it. But anyway, let's go ahead and start the pre-flight checklist and report when ready. So I'll leave that up, go into the checklist, find the pre-flight, go from start at T5, T minus 5. We'll go ahead and start it now. Let me clear off my screen from some of the clutter, and we'll just get going here. Main batteries on, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Web batteries, 1, 2, and 3. And now we're going to turn the fuel cells on here. 1A, 1B, 1C, 2A, 2B, and 2C. And now we're going to fuel cell 1 power and fuel cell 2 power. And that's all powered up. And we're going to go back down here. We're going to turn on the computer and go over the NBUI, otherwise known as the onboard computer, OBC. Turn it on. And it's going through a self-check now. And we're going to turn on the squid boost insert arm, the squid retro 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to turn on pump A, cooling secondary pump A, and the suit fan number 1 and 2. Now we verify that the OBC self-checks are complete. They are. And we check that the D ring is out. It is. And then we start the computer. And the platform alignments start now, and there's nothing to do here except for waiting about 30 seconds. I guess this is the alignment part where it lines up to uh, what did they say, 29.91 or something like that. And that's 30, 27, 28, and 29. I guess that's, I don't know, that looks like 30 and 27. I would say that 29 was right around there, but it stopped rotating, so it is where it needs to be, I suppose. So set that, come back to the computer, and we're going to turn the computer to Ascent, and that will load into the computer and be available immediately. It doesn't, we don't have to wait on it being loading because it's always in the computer. We're going to turn the Acme mode rate to rate command. We're going to open the prop motor valve, and as well as the RS for the OAMS, and then this is the secondary, and then we go back over. We click 7.2. We never do read that, so um, it really isn't necessary at this point because we don't use it, um, at least in the games that I've played so far. Now we perform a radio check, and that goes in this little menu here, and that's the radio check. We click I'm ready. Gil, we read you 5x5, Roger. Telemetry indicates a healthy and operational Agena. Roger that. Hope to make the docking this time. We all do, Gil. Okay. And we'll close the menu. And now we're waiting for T minus 3 seconds. And I'm going to use time scale on this. But the first thing I'm going to do is pause it because I'm going to make a cup of coffee. And I'll pause the video at this point so that I don't take up any of your time. All right, I'm back now with my coffee and we're ready to continue. 3 minutes and 30 seconds until launch. We're sitting on the, well, what is this? Oh, I see, we're still paused. Sorry about that. We are sitting on the launch pad at Cape Canaveral, waiting for the countdown to uh, get to 0 when everything will go. Um, Looks like we've got a fog off to the south and kind of cloudy, not partly cloudy skies. Um, so let's time scale, get beyond a couple of minutes here to get it down to about a minute. And it stopped us automatically. 60 seconds to launch. Roger. And we're going to have to start the ascent checklist in just a minute. So let's go ahead and get it up. T-minus 30, and we're there. Verify the platform alignment, and that's good. T-minus 10, the computer mode is at ASC ascent and not running. It's not running, or that would be green. Here we go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. Lift off. Roger, clock, Gemini. Yes, that's right. We got a roll program. Roger, roll. Good lift off, 8. Just like okay. Roll is in. We have a pitch program. Roger, pitch program.
We're supposed to be monitoring the fuel, monitoring engines 1 and 2, the lights, and that refers to these lights right here.
Mark, 50 seconds. You're looking good, 8.
They turned red at the time that the engine started, then went off, turned off while the engine is running. And we're at 40,000 feet. When we get to 75,000 feet, we'll stow the D-ring. The D-ring is used for the emergency escape system, and there is no escape after 75,000 feet. So we're at 70,000 now. We can stow the D-ring, and that removes it. Or can't currently pull that. That's good. Fuel 1, fuel and oxygen. When those are depleted, then that will be the end of stage 1. Go for stage 1.
Roger, staging.
Now engine 2 is running. And when the fuel and oxygen are depleted in these tanks, we'll have the SEP light illuminated. That's right up here to separate spacecraft from stage 2. Cabin pressure is 5.5, just where we want. I don't think we can time warp it this time because there are a number of things going on. There are certain periods in flight that the program will not allow a time because it gets things out of sync. And the launch is one part of the reentry is another. We maybe some other locations I'm not completely aware of. We're just waiting for the end of the TECO second stage engine cutoff. That happened around 6 minutes into the flight. You can get that here with this timer, or you can also see it up here. We're in 5 minutes and 6 seconds into the flight. And I don't know what mode 3 is. It's been mentioning mode 1, 2, and 3 so far in the text here, and I'm unsure what this means. I suppose I need to go in, look at the documentation, see if it says anything about that.
Roger, Seco.
TECO came at 5 minutes and 43 seconds. And now we've got different lights. Enable it and click it. And we do the same with the jet fairing. And that's all good. Enable OMS and zero the IVIs. Let's see what our IVIs look like. 1-3. So let's go OAVS, OMS, AMS, and go to the left 3 units, and aft 2 units, and we're done. We'll need 10 minutes of loading, so we're going to turn on the catch-up program, and that loads up from tape. And that takes 10 minutes, and it is currently 1,600 hours and 48 minutes. So 1,658, it should be completed. 57. And that's what we're waiting on. So let's go over there and look at the green light while we do our time work.
Roger, DCS.
Ahead of myself. I like to do the time warp. That's 42 minutes until the next procedure, so we got plenty of time to work here. Oh, I thought I was warping. All right, and got a burn of 49 seconds, and the time of burn is 49:39. This is going to be 49:39 when the burn comes, and those are the parameters for the burn. Let's get those recorded. And just use autoplot for that. And we're going to use circularization burn checklist and get into a circular orbit. So 1, got a bookmark for it. There we go. Circular orbit. Wait for the module to load. That I've already got the parameters. Let's reset the computer and then go over to the pad and check our if the parameters were entered correctly. Clear 0, 1, read out, and the value is 49. Correct. And then we'll look the seconds. Clear 0, 2, 3900. Clear 2, 5. 65.6. Yeah, it says 65.5, just a rounding error. No problem there. Then clear 2, 6. Should be all zeros, and it is. Clear 2, 7. And this also should all be zeros. And press clear. Go over to the computer and start the computer. Come back to the OBC at 8.4 readout. And we've got 32 minutes and 37 seconds until the burn. That's correct. Event timer to 10 minutes. I'm going to use the event timer here. Put that in the down direction and going to, let's get a little bit more light on this situation. Kind of hard to see with dark like that, and we're looking for bright. There we go. Now that's much easier to see. We're going to reset this to 10 minutes. And now we wait until 10 minutes. We get down to 10 minutes and start the event timer. And then when the event timer gets to 0, we zero the idle and reset the computer. So let's, I know what all this is, so we're just going to come down here to when 0. And remember, the burn is going to occur at 0:49. And we want to start this at 0:39 and 39 seconds. I'm going to, let's see what everything looks like here. We're in the Acme mode, in rate command. That's catch up. I'm going to set this to the sharp end forward. And we're already pretty close to that now, so that's good. We've got OMS on, and these are also, no, these are off. Okay. All right. We're ready to count the time warp to 3939, what we want to find. Careful not to go over that. Three. Oh, let's see. What a, yeah, 3939. I keep forgetting what the numbers are. 3939 is what we're looking for. 38, 39. So when that gets to 3939, we start the timer. Ten- All right, now we're counting down. We're just waiting for the time to go to get to zero. One thing we can do is we can start aligning the spacecraft for a more efficient burn. We can actually do the burn from any orientation because of the way the thrusters work, but it's a little easier to do if we get all the numbers or most of the numbers in one of the directions. And usually we put it into the forward direction. We do that by aligning the spacecraft in the direction that it needs to go. So now we have most of it here in the forward direction, and we could eliminate this by pitching down. However, as we get closer to the time of uh, to burn, uh, this will be the correct orientation at the time of the burn, and this number will be close to zero. So we're right in the right place now for our burn. We're going to use time warp again to move us closer to 2 minutes to the time to go. So we'll click 5, and we'll watch the timer. You'll see we're yawing a little bit now. We've got to correct for that. You see we're down to 4 here. Wrong direction there. 1 minute to go. We watch this to tell us when we get close to zero, but this is what we watch to tell us when we're at exactly the right time to start our burn. Twenty seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Forward has most of the numbers, so we burn that number first. And then we burn down, and the circularization is almost complete. When ready, the orbit is circular and aligned to 28 degrees in inclination. Call the request rendezvous burn radio command. And let's check our map. We are at 21.6, 21.4. That's pretty close to circular, so no problems. Now they say to call the request for the rendezvous burn. So we come down here and we request rendezvous.
Roger, DCS.
And then the time to burn is going to be at 300 hours and 25 minutes with a DV of 69.57 feet per second. We'll clear out the old data and plot this in with a rendezvous checklist and follow the rendezvous checklist and get on a rendezvous trajectory with the Gina. Now we're 2 hours and 34 minutes from the initial transfer burn. Ensure that you're in Ceph mode, Ceph attitude, and the burn will be in the prograde direction. Go to checklist and we'll use the rendezvous checklist. And we did not do that. That's good. Okay. Radar on, standby. Verify that you're in a circular orbit. If not, complete the circular orbit. That's what we just did. Request rendezvous burn. We've done that. The OBC setup. Let's go and check our setup again. Clear. 0325 is correct. Clear. 02. 0067 is correct. Clear. 25. 695 is correct. Clear 26. Should be 0. Clear 27. Should be 0. Set the event timer to 10. Oh, I got it 20. That's all right. We'll just go ahead and start the event timer at 20. Won't hurt anything. Start the computer. Make sure we're still in catch up, so there's no loading this time. And now we'll go back to pilot. Clear 84. And we are over 99 minutes to the thing, so this won't help us until we get below 99 minutes. Time to go at 10 minutes. Timer down. And then at 1 minute, we're going to check the SCF, acme mode plat, or optional, the attitude control of your own selection. Controller power on, that's just telling us to get ready for the burn. So we're going to time warp to 3:05, 3 hours and 5 minutes. Let's do that. We'll use a little bit faster time warp this time. Be careful that we don't overshoot it. 3:05. Actually going through several orbits, a couple of orbits, I think, in this time warp. You see the shadow from the sun changing. Be careful that we don't go beyond 3:05. Three o'clock, 3 hours, I mean. Let's now we'll go a little bit slower to get to 3:05. Well, it's 3:05 exactly, and there's no seconds. 3:05 and no seconds. So we'll go to 3:04 and then go back to normal time and set the timer at 3:05 exactly. And we're looking for 3:05. Just a minute to go. Half a minute. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Counting 20 minutes to go to the burn. And we've got the event timer down. And then what we're looking for is down to 1 minute. We can do some of these things, make sure that's set at as catch-up. This is SEF. The Acme mode, I'm going to keep at rate command. When time to go, we zero out these values. Let's go ahead and use plat to reorient the spacecraft, at least roughly. And this attitude. 15 minutes. And have an opportunity for another uh, time warp. Here we go. Use 25 times this time. We'll come down to about a minute and a half. There's plenty of time to reorient the spacecraft because it's going to be a little out of kilter. Well, I didn't give it a minute and a half. We're at 1 minute. So we've got to always turn the wrong direction. Two, one. Okay. Go to the map, and we're at 0.39 nautical miles from being the exact uh, orbit as the genus, so that's good. That's close enough. Set the radar on. I said set it to standby, but it's been in standby a long time. Let me know when it's ready. Okay. Let's see. What else do we do? We zeroed the IVIs. Going to turn these off, reset the computer. We've done the course correction burn. And now we'll go over here. We turn the encoder on. And we want to set this to 2 and 5. And set this to 1. And it was accepted. And we're going to do a circularized burn. But if I actually request it, I think that gets on top of the one that they send me anyway. So, um, and that gets confusing with this. So anyway, it's wait for that call. Let's see. Uh, that's going. We can get a little movement here. Let's see if we can see a dynamic. A little too far away. should be looking right at it, but I can get closer. Where are we now? We are about 200,000 feet. Is that what that means? 200,000 feet. I think so. We'll go ahead and clear this, get ready for the next one. Your apogee now is 161, and the perigee is 121. We need to circularize that so that it will be equal to the orbit of Gina. And now this says 2 nautical miles. I'm not going to change it. Time has passed. I don't know what has happened if I tried to do it. Radar is ready, set it to on. This will automatically lock on the zenith in range. We will arrive 41 minutes and 29 seconds. Roger. I guess we can go until we get that order for the burn. Uplinking the final rendezvous burn, stand by. 4:11:03. And autoplot that. Execute the burn as normal following the circularization checklist. Another circularization wanted at the beginning of our checklist. Execute the burn as normal following circularization checklist. Very good. Wait for the module to load. Radio request. Reset. Verify the path. Here we go. Clear. 01. Readout. 411. Clear. 02. Readout. 354. Clear. 25. Readout. 98. Clear. 37. 0. Clear. 37. 0. Clear. Computer start. 84. Readout. 35 minutes, 51 seconds. Yep, timer to 10. This time we'll get this right. What was that? little sonic boom or big explosion down at the arsenal south of here, I suppose. 10 minutes already went. Okay, so we're waiting until 4:01 and 3 seconds or 4 seconds. 4:01 and 4 seconds. Okay, no, yes, 4:01 and 4 seconds. Radar to a command. Gina, the encoder is on. When in range, send the command 251 using the encoder. This will turn on the acquisition light of the target. Let's see. Let's see if we can see it now. Still no with Gina. We are still a long way away. 150,000 feet. So that says that it received the message, but we're not seeing it. That if this is correct, then Agena is flashing. It's just too far to see. We'll just have to wait and see. And we've got, well, let's see. Let's go down. Let's go on down to 10 minutes and see if we can see it there. Because we should move closer to it as we go along here. So let's do 4:01.3. Okay, we're close. Not in our view window anyway, but I'm not pointing at it anymore. I'm more concerned about getting this started at the right time. So get this started, and then we'll take another look. 4:01. Okay, we're counting down. That's right. I think it's above us. Let's go take a look at mission tools and rendezvous Gemini. Yeah, yeah, it is above us, but behind us. And too much. Let's go. Mm, It's behind us now, so we're not going to see it unless we turn around. Uh, and yep, we're going to be firing here in a minute. Let's go back to flat. Get the right for 11, 8 minutes to go. And I think I'm going to not do the time warp this time because this things start getting busy right here. I like to take my time a little bit, make sure that I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to. 7 minutes to go. Could turn around and have an afterburn instead of forward. I just prefer to do it this way. I believe what's going to happen is where, as we speed up, we're going to go higher into orbit and eventually get higher than a Gina, but behind it. And so then we'll be pointing toward it. 5 minutes to go. Good time to take a sip of coffee. Mhm. Let's go out external and see if we can turn this around and see Dina from this end, the blood end. Dina is not to be seen. Should be there. Let's go to pilot, make that off, and then turn it back to one. We'll go external. Anywhere to be seen? Nowhere. That is crazy. I don't know why. It shouldn't. We should be. It should be right there and as bright as day. I don't know why. Hopefully that will rectify itself in a few minutes. All right, what do we have? We got 3 minutes to go. I'm going to turn that off. I think I can do without it. Two minutes and 40 seconds. This video is already an hour long with all the time warping that we've done. I don't know the difference between flat and computer here. I think this orients me with this with a Gina. This orients me with the direction of travel. No, let's see, we're in catch up, so I'm not sure what the difference between flat and computer are at this point. When we're in rendezvous, then that will point to a Gina. 50 seconds. Hmm. 10,000 feet away and 10 seconds. 2, 1. Oh, get out of my way. Okay, there we go. And moving down, set the computer to rendezvous. It'll take 10 minutes for that to load. And while the OBC module is loading, change the FDAI one source to radar and that to attitude. And Now we will see, we're at 10,000 feet now. Let's see, can we fit? Yes, we can. There it is, just below us. And we will start closing in. Moving closer to Agena very slowly. About 4,000 feet now. slowly, wrong direction there. Come on up. Slowly there. What happened? Oh, I hit the wrong command. Again. Wrong. Stay on. Slow the up direction. Here we go. We've got docking. It looked kind of ugly, but we got docking. All right. Job complete the post-docking checklist and take a break. All right. Let's go to post-docking checklist. Post-docking. What's to do here? Bit 1 to 1. Bit 2 to 4. Bit 3 to 0. And I think we're turning over bit 3 to 0 and bit 3 to off. Break completes our primary objectives. Oh, took me on the lead again. All right, we're moving out of range. See you in 2 minutes. Okay. Excellent job. We finally made it. Yeah. Great job. It takes 2 to do the job. We'll soon take a break and returning. We are already spinning. Platform to free. For some reason, I don't know why. Okay. Off. Set to free. And we're spinning. Don't like that. Oh, what the oh man. What am I missing? What? Oh, man, why won't that work? Well, it's not, I cannot control it with direct, and I can't use rate command. That will not work. And rate command reentry doesn't seem to work either. Well, maybe it does. I'm supposed to be done with now. So what happened? You weren't ready. Reentry. That's what we didn't do. No, I've actually got and you know good as the wind. Okay, that is about it. The Had some really troubles in the last few minutes with the landing and all, but we eventually made it back to sea, and nothing left to do here except for the post landing sequence. I'll make sure I just chooses to just arm. Second here, good. Flash. Tunnel. Okay, tunnel. Left-hand tunnel. We're getting close to the end. There's the ship picked up. We're all ready. All right, let's see how we did. In session. Docked with the Gemini returned home. The mission is accomplished. And that is all that we care about that. So that's it, folks. Thanks for watching.